Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Here's Cook again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a play fake. Lance sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They'll try and run for it. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kenny Clark breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Yeah, they tried to move the pocket that time. All of his blockers moving to the left as he bootlegged in that direction as well. But they didn't account for everyone, and he spilled the play.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And some room to roam now. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. Love looking to throw it. He'll buy some time right. A check down here to Jones. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Love.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
And he'll get it inside the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Love now. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
On 3rd down, Love. He finds Watson complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers.
So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Well, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go around. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. Cook up the gut. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Cook. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
On play action, Lance
Rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Herbert.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here we go. Black, 95.
They'll run for it. Cook. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ready?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Cook. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Preston Smith in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
This will be caught at about the 5.
And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs.
A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. That's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw on 2nd and 10. Love caught on the right side by Jones. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Love. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Very nicely done there on the reception. And what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
Final play of the half. Love. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
10 touchdowns for the rookie in the regular season. He's got his first here now in the playoffs.
And it shows off his big playability, too, because we saw this quite a bit in college, and it certainly continued here at the next level. Another explosive play for a guy who's made it all season long.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it's now 14-0. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Play action this time with Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Now Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Jones again.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Packers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Now Crosby for the point after. And it is now 21-0. the touchdown. Here's Crosby to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara.
Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. First down, going to the air with Love. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone